Hello and welcome back to Houses of Eorzea, the weekly show where we break into your house and steal all your stuff. I am your host, as always, Raja. A little sad that my regulars didn't sit there and see the extra upload I did last week. I know you don't expect me to sit there and do two uploads in a week, but I did do a mini video uh, to inform all you folks that I have hired Tristan and I have moved Tristan out to the European servers so that now uh, Houses of Eorzea is international. I can now uh, review any property here in the States, and if it's in if it's a property in the EU, I can have Tristan uh, review that house. I mean, break in and steal stuff. We're not an honest business or anything. No, we're felons. Um, but yeah, because the place where I get all these addresses for all these amazing properties that these people like to show off, I've seen so many properties come up from EU servers, and I just have to like them and move on because until now I didn't have access to the EU servers. So, but now I do. And let me tell you that the first property that I showed off in the EU servers was a nice one. You should go back and check it out. Uh, you should see what they did with curtains. Yeah, you should see what they did with curtains. You want to see an interesting idea that I myself have never seen before? Maybe you have. Maybe I haven't been around the block as much, but I know that this traveler has not seen what they've done with curtains. Uh-uh. It's a funny video too. You should really check it out. But this week we're back in the States. We are here in the mist at a personal or a small FC house. Uh, another private property. You know, it is really obvious that most of these are just private properties. Anyways, let's go ahead and break into this place. The yard is a yard. There's really nothing to talk about out here at all. Very sparse. So we're not even going to waste our time. We're going to go straight into the property, and you're going to like this one. I love the color scheme of this place. It's a very light build. I started off with light builds. I like light. I don't know. I like light in video games. I guess I would say in real life, not so much. Anyways, that's the cat at the door. So we come into this small, and the first floor is this very open uh, floor plan. And honestly, this floor plan is going to be very open, and it's not the floor plan that I really like to. I like to sit there and talk about the detail because the reason why their floor plan is so empty is because these people not only fought the wall, as you can see, they fought the ceiling. They have put so much detail into the exterior walls of this property that, yeah, by the time they came to decorating the interior, there just wasn't a whole lot left. But that being said, if they truly are going to allow us to have more asset locations, that will be a problem that they will soon be able to remedy. But so yeah, the layout not so much to talk about, but the detail that they put in. Like I want you to look at this ceiling. If I can get a good view of this ceiling here. They put a lot of detail into this ceiling right here. And they managed to keep glitching to like non-existent. I love how it has this step right here for the pillars to bite into, and then it steps down into this flat plane, and then there's this decorative step that they did with these stepping corners into the blue, into the step down, into the skylight, into the freaking blue and green uh, chandelier. Absolutely amazing amount of detail in this ceiling. I love the detail in this ceiling. The way they made the front door is they took two of these regular windows. They took three of them actually, put two of them side by side, and the third one directly in the center, but pushed, elevated, floated up high enough to make this curve, and then pushed back far enough to where all this part of the door is just up behind that blue texture. That cat is going ballistic. That cat really wants in here, and that cat's really not going to be in here because I don't want the birds waking up this time in the morning. I can tell this is just private property because this is the access point to the rooms. If it was an FC house, and there are no rooms, that's usually a good sign that this is a private house. Which I mean, honestly, if you have it as a private house, get rooms too. I mean, you can make the rest of the house, and then the rooms be your bedroom. I mean, but they did a pretty good job for as much asset locations. And once we go into the staircase, you'll see even more of how they fought. I mean, this this was not cheap as far as going on assets. This wall construction and the ceiling construction, just on this floor, very very asset heavy. Very asset heavy. They lost so much, but they still manage to get something. You know, it doesn't. It's not empty. I mean, there's not a whole lot of like extra fine detail, but like I said, if Square does give us the ability to have more locations, they can easily rectify that and keep their wall. And I hope they keep their wall. I just want to see more artwork. You know, something needs to happen in these open spaces. If my eyes have to travel a certain amount of distance before they see something, aggravates me, irritates my autistic brain. But you see how they even put detail into the stairwell. I mean, they completely fought the stairwell all the way around. That was expensive too. But you know, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore the stairwell. Even though Square would have you do that. We go down into a bedroom, private bedroom, bathroom thing. Love the details. They got these lights perfectly matched. The color scheme perfectly matches. And see here on this ceiling, they use the stupid whatchamacallits. And then you got another skylight here. And they did a good job about setting this up to where it's centered on the chandelier. Since we can't move the chandelier is fixed, forever fixed in that location. They did a real good job of centering their design around that. And they put in this nice little bed. That's actually two beds. Two beds put together. How are they keeping it from not? Because there's no way they could sit there and float this bed it would automatically snap back to the floor. So you should see glitches. How come I cannot see? Is the texture that generic that I just can't see it? Huh, word. But it's cute. I like this. See, this is what I'm talking about. And it's not their fault. They used up all of their assets on fighting the ceiling and the walls. So there was no allocation for wall art. But like I said, easily rectified soon. And this is the bathroom area. Or skylights. The entire ceiling. The entire ceiling is skylights. They got the pillars perfectly placed. The math is perfect on this build. I have not seen anything like at all unmath worthy. I don't understand. Like, color has never been my thing. Color theory, color theory. It's stuff that my autistic brain doesn't sit there and fully comprehend well. That was always Saf's area of expertise. That's why she was always my colorist. Oh, I miss her so much. But you know, these roses, the color of these roses, I would have made them white, I guess. If we had too much blue, I would go with either a really light blue or white, because yellow doesn't work. Other than that, this property has a lot of potential here. They did manage to get some wall art worked in, but oh man, did they waste so much of their budget on the exterior. But this is a relatively recent build. I think they built this. I think they purposely built this knowing that soon. Because as far as Square Center said, they said around the time that they release Dawn Trail. Sometime in 7.0, which is coming soon, that they would sit there and give us more housing, more stuff, more stuff. So it is very possible that they built this build knowing that those extra slots would be coming, and they could go back and add to this build, which I totally hope they do. And if they do, I hope they tell everybody in the secret place that I've been getting all these addresses from, so that I know they come back and do a follow-up on this video, because I would really like to see this property more fleshed out with more fine detail. Because as you see with the wall setup in the ceiling, great potential setup here. They definitely got some really cool ideas going on here. So I am interested. I am interested to see what they do with the extra space. And honestly, if they kick Smalls an extra 50, if they kick Smalls an extra 50, oh, they could do some details. They could do some details. They can put some more rugs down, because you know how I love my rugs. You know how I love my rugs. Uh, and they can definitely get some more wall art put up. I hope they don't put too much more furniture in. Small details. This place needs more small details. I think furniture-wise, large furniture-wise, we got enough. We got enough going on in that category. We just need more fine details. This is interesting right here. How they took the country oven, I think it's called, and then these are uh, two like dressers. I think they're like the Mist or the Rivieras. No, whatever. but they're like two dressers, and then this is like the Hagen cupboard or whatever. So they got what, one, two, three, four things stacked together to make this. Which honestly, in this space, kitchen really doesn't make a whole lot, especially a kitchen of this size. Like, where would you keep your pots and pans? Because you have no cupboards. If you go back and add cupboards, that'd be one thing. But without the cupboards, it's like, where are your pots? Where are your pans? Where's your pantry? You know, as far as telling the story here, you know, where's your pantry? See, that's what I'm saying. If this is going to, if you got the extra rooms, purchase them, turn that room into your bedroom. You'll have 100 asset location or allowance to do up your room, your bedroom, instead of using what little asset location you have left to do the bedroom thing down here. But at the same time, I mean, what else would you do with the basement? I, you know, it's like a kitchen doesn't fit. I mean, especially a kitchen this small. But then again, this is a small, and you know most people just cut off the basement anyways to move because you gotta figure, you know, smalls get 200, so 100 for the first floor and 100 for the basement. So you cut off the basement and you put 200 or 199 on the first floor. And I'm rambling, and I sound really weird, and I am sorry for that. It turns out that this last round of COVID, upon other things, medically that it fucked up on me, I am now asthmatic. Hooray. Yes, sirree, Bob. I'm on COPD meds now because of fucking COVID. Hooray. But, well done, builder. As far as ideas that I would want to steal from this property, I would steal this ceiling concept, honestly, because I just love the detail in this ceiling work. This ceiling is absolutely beautiful. This is an absolutely fascinating idea for a ceiling. So that would be the idea that I would steal. I love how they got what, 1, 2, 3. They got 4 steps. They got a 4-stepped ceiling with detail, with these step details. Instead of making a perfect box, they just went with the quirkiness of those marbled bed partitions. Because those marbled bed partitions have those little corner bits that jut out. Instead of like trying to fight them, they managed to work them in and make them work, all without a glitching ceiling. I can't find a glitch. I can't find a glitch or a seam where they tried to prevent the glitch. That's impressive. That's impressive. I like that. Love the color. The color, consistency, creativity, all nice. You definitely got the startings. You got the startings of a really good build here. Please, Square, please, for the love of God, give us more 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 assets, please, 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 please. Anyways, I'm trying to stretch out this video. I'm trying to make it not like be a 5-minute video, because smalls are really short video wise. But anyways, I am going to sit there and call it here before I really start rambling, and you do not want that. But if you like this property like I did, feel free to like and subscribe. And until then, until next week, I will see you guys later.